Guess what? I cannot do live. I need more followers, guys, so please just send my Instagram to people so I can come live. But anyway, today I was going to talk about expectations when we are afraid of disappointing people, right? So what happened is, a lot of us, we have this feeling that we need to please people, we need to do whatever they're expecting from us, because otherwise we are gonna feel very guilty when the people have a disappointment on us. So they are expecting something from you, and then you just act differently, and we feel very, very guilty about it. So there is one trace, my second one, this guy here, this stone. Just to explain, okay? Everyone have a little bit of it as well, but for us that have this big, it's gonna be more challenge, okay? So I have 27% of this trace, and I just realized that I was just fitting in people's life, you know. I was happy with some people in my life, you know. I didn't have any problem with them at all. I was very happy, and then I just realized, okay, this is the dependence, the emotional dependency here. It's not only with the conflicts that we have, the relationships where we have conflicts that we need to look at. But in this case specifically, they happened with two people just very close to me. And I just realized, like, when everything is perfect, you tend to don't look at it, because you think, okay, everything is perfect, I don't need to worry about this, right? But that's wrong. So good creatures, just pay attention and which people you like most in your life, and what are you afraid, for example, what are you afraid of saying, of doing, of just expose your opinions and just do whatever you want, just because you think these people are not gonna like it, or because they will have this break image of you. So they have this very perfect image of you, you know, you guys go along very, very well, and then sometimes you have a different opinion, or you want to say something and then you just don't say anything, you just hold for yourself, just because you are afraid of what people are gonna say, these people specifically, okay? So I want you to have a deep look into it. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do a live, so I would see, you know, your opinions about it. But leave in anyway below this video, so we can talk a little bit more about this. But yeah, just complementing it, I just realized that, and I realized how much smaller I was putting myself in a position, exactly because I was afraid of what these people are going to think about me. So for example, it can be a relationship, can be a friendship, can be, you know, your parents, okay, whatever, any relationship, at work as well. Sometimes you don't know how to position yourself because you're afraid of what people are gonna say. I love these birds. Anyway, coming back here, I'm very distracted sometimes, okay? It's my soul trace. Anyway, so what happened here is, sometimes you just don't say, you don't give your opinion, you don't say what you think can be changed. For example, at work, okay? You don't say your opinion about something. You are afraid of people thinking you are finding issues in their work, you know, and you don't contribute for your work, for your environment, with your colleagues, with the company. You could grow a lot of more just being yourself. So don't be afraid of being yourself. We tend to preoccupy our minds, to worry our minds in advance, and normally we picture this situation in our head, which is gonna be very big, is gonna be very bad, you know, it's gonna be a big fight, they're gonna say this, they're gonna say that. But guess what? 90% of the reality doesn't work like that. Normally it's very, very fine. When you say something, you hold for so long, and then finally when you get the courage to say, the courage of exposure your opinion, you see that it's not even close of what you had this fear before. So just go for it. Just go with it. Relationship is the same. Sometimes we like this person so much, and we are just doing things to please this person, to make them happy because they like it. But sometimes you are doing things that you are not really want to do. You find yourself an excuse to just justify your actions. So because our mind is very, very smart, so you literally are gonna find you're gonna find an explanation and an excuse for every single thing that comes to your mind, because our mind is very smart. And then you just started to act and started to change yourself and start to do things just to please the other person, just because you're happy with them. And your mind is like, it's okay, it's not a big deal, I'm fine, it's a change that actually is good for me as well. And then when you realize you're just getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and you don't know yourself anymore, so you lose yourself in the process. So just think about it. What things that you change it in your life just because the other person wants from you, And in a friendship, it's the same. So sometimes you are afraid of giving your opinion just because maybe this person disagree with me, and it's okay. This person have the right to have their own opinion, which is great. But you have the right to have your own opinion as well. And what's the problem in giving your opinion? Doesn't matter if they're gonna like or not. And with the family is the same. So sometimes you are afraid of your parents feeling disappointed with your choices, feeling disappointed, for example, from some decisions that you want to do, some actions. Sometimes they see you saying something, or you acting with someone that they say, they judge you, they say that's not right, this is not a God thing, or this is not how I educated you, things like that. And then you just start to I forgot the name, when you get smaller, when you shrink, I think, I don't remember. Anyway, so you just started to stop to being yourself just because the other people are not gonna like it. And this is very dangerous because you start to disappear. So look for it. Look at, literally just look for it, because once you understand who you are, you have the clarity of who you are, and you are not afraid of being yourself, things are gonna happen in your life. Some things let's put in this way. You can think this is a bad, like some people going away, some people are gonna, literally they're gonna, disappear or just leave you. But actually this is good, because they are not good for you. They don't accept you 100% as you are. And then the disappointment is gonna be a lot of bigger after, because when you just stop to being yourself, just to be with these people, you start to feel you start to regret not looking for yourself, and then things are going to go wrong, because it will happen, right? And then you're gonna put a lot of baggage on yourself and saying, why I didn't stop this earlier, why I let this get to this point, why I just let this getting years and years just with this person. And you are gonna feel really, really bad. You're gonna feel guilty with yourself. So don't do it. One exercise that I did, I just took some things that I know I was going to disappoint people a little bit, things that I know they weren't preparing to hear, because it wasn't something nice to say. So let's say one person just shared one link with me, and I didn't answer, I didn't do anything, I could just be quiet. But I decided to just say, I'm sorry, I don't like this link, can you just to let you know, I don't like this kind of conversation, so if you please don't share this with me anymore. And that's okay, nothing happened. So this person's still my friend, I provoked the situation just to show myself that is not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I know this is quite confusing. I know there's a lot of things behind it, but I just want to think about what you're hiding just because you are afraid of people don't like it. That's the main exercise for today. Thank you, guys.